Hey everyone, I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your day. I wanted to hop on and just chat a little bit about this mysterious fog that a lot of people are seeing kind of in different places around the country. And actually, sounds like might be different places around the world, but I just wanted to focus on that a little bit because a lot of people are reporting that they are getting sick from this fog. And I don't believe that all fog is obviously this stuff, but I did want to tell you guys about something that I got from God in prayer a few days ago. I was in my normal prayer time that I have with God in the morning, wasn't even bringing up the subject, was not asking about it. And he brought up the fog to me, and he simply said one word. He said chemicals. Okay, so that's what God has showed me, is that there is some merit to some of these rumors that are going around. I go by what God says, not the news. So if God is saying that there are chemicals in some of this fog, there are chemicals in some of this fog. I'm not saying that all of it is, but if you see this in your area, I would not prance around in it. That's my humble opinion based on the fact that God says there's chemicals in the fog, because it's probably not very good for you to be inhaling this stuff or being out in it for long periods of time. So if you can avoid it, I would, based on what God showed me in that prayer time. But then this part is just Jill thinking out loud. This is not Jesus. I already told you what God said about the fog, the mysterious fog. But I just started thinking out loud, and I got to preface, okay? I don't know how I feel about this one way or another. I don't have an opinion one way or another. This is just me thinking out loud, and what I'm about to say is a stretch. I'll give you that, okay? But I think it's interesting. I'll just put it out there that way. I don't know if I believe in this, because it would be quite a bit if this were anything. But I wanted to remind you guys about a word that God gave me on December 22nd in a place of prayer. And I asked you guys to pray, and a lot of you have prayed, and I appreciate that. We need to keep praying. But he showed us this missile-like looking device on a cart that was radioactive in nature, that was hidden underground at the time on December 22nd. God gave us the word that they were looking for it, that it was going to be used for bad purposes, or they were trying to use it for bad purposes. And they were tying ropes around this thing. And then he said the phrase, "It's on the move." And there was this, he showed me a vision of this kind of green stuff oozing out in the middle kind of a deal. It just looked kind of like that. And then he said the phrase, "a slow leak," was the goal, that it would slowly leak this stuff. And then he said the phrase, "not its intended use." And what I got out of that, since it was some kind of radioactive device, is that they were trying to leak this radioactive stuff to poison and to make the population sick. Okay. That was the word on December 22nd of what he showed us was going on behind the scenes. This is a stretch. I gotta tell you guys, this is a stretch. I don't know if I feel this way or not. I just think it's interesting, okay? This mysterious fog that has popped up in various places across the country looks like a chemical. God said it has chemicals in it. That's the part we have heard from God, right? And it's making people very sick with different types of symptoms. People are reporting tummy issues. People are reporting very bad respiratory, stuff going along with all of this. And I just think it's interesting. What if they are dispersing this via a slow leak in the form of this fog, with this substance that is very toxic all over the country, to just get people sick and to cause damage and harm and XYZ. I don't know. It's definitely a big stretch on that. But what I do know for a fact that God said was that the fog has chemicals in it. Okay, he showed me that in a prayer time the other day. And on December 22nd, he showed us that whole thing that we still need to be praying against, however they are devising this, to do that slow leak of this not good stuff from that missile thing, to try to go after the population. So anyway, I will leave you guys with that. That's Jill's ponderings for the day. But I did want to get out the thing, at least on the chemicals part. God said that the fog had chemicals in it. So if you guys see this stuff in your area, please be prayerful. And if you can, don't get out in it. Amen. So I will leave it there for today. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll chat with you again soon.